We're here with another Smite build video. I am your host, Shuey. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. As you can see on screen, we're going over the hottest of the hottest ladies on Smite, which is Soul, Goddess of the Sun. And her build has changed a smidge since Season 3. Not too much, but it's changed a little bit. Some item changes, some ability changes, so on and so forth. Also, I'm on Xbox, so look at this. Wow, look at them. Look at the mastery skins. It's like nothing's changed, but she looks like butter. I don't know if you guys think that, but I think she looks like butter with like black labeling. Like that's what she looks like butter. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and go over her abilities just right quick. So pretty much her passive is Unstable Manifestation. Soul gains heat as she uses abilities and hits with basic attacks, 1% magical power and 1.2% attack speed for every 4 heat. Heat at 100%, she gains plus 25% damage and decreases over time. Basic attacks give you 5%. Super self-explanatory. You'll hear it when she's at max Unstable Vortex. She says, I'm feeling a little unstable. And that's when you know it's go time. Start throwing basics, throwing abilities, hitting people in the face, letting them know what's up. But her number one is Radiance. Soul burns brighter, getting a larger amount of heat, healing yourself over time and igniting the ground around her. Enemies that walk over take damage over time. Caps out at 110 plus 25% of your magical power every 1 second. Not really going to be using it for damage. You're mainly going to be using it for the 25% heal of missing health over 5 seconds and the 80% heated cap. Pretty much you can fill up your heat meter instantly with this thing. It's phenomenal. This is the big kaboom or whatever everybody likes to call it, but it's called Stellar Burst. Soul's next basic attack explodes, creating a shockwave that travels out, dealing damage at full size, and the wave retracts, dealing damage again and slowing enemies. Caps at 160 plus 35% of your physical power with a 35% slow for 1.5 seconds and adds 10 heat. Now, the main thing that was the change for Season 3 for this is that it no longer triggers Polynomicon. If you guys did not know, Polynomicon was an item that when you use an ability, your next basic does a such and such amount of more damage or more power or whatever. And what used to happen is you'd pop your 2, your hands would glow, and then your next basic attack would cause the explosion. But with Season 3, popping your Stellar Burst and making your hands glow does not trigger Polynomicon. Actually, throwing the explosion triggers Polynomicon, so then your basic after the explosion is then the one that does the bonus damage. It kind of nerfed her a little bit, but not too hard. It's pretty copable, I guess you could say is the best word to say. It's very copable. Dissipate, which I think that's how you pronounce that. There's an R in there. I don't know. I don't like it. It confuses me. Makes my head hurt. Soul burns down her manifestation, gaining movement speed and immunity to slows and movement penalties while leaving a trail of fire behind her that damages enemies. After 3 seconds, Soul loses her corporeal form for a short time. Soul may leave her incorporeal form early. Now, it gives 100 damage plus 25% of your magical power every 0.5 seconds, which you're not really going to use it for. You could. Not really going to. The movement speed is 30% and the heat is 10%. That's pretty much what you're going to use it for. And the fact that it is an immunity stance at the end of it. So that's pretty much, it's your immunity stance. After 3 seconds, you become immune. Her ultimate is Supernova. She unleashes her flame and fury from the sky, striking 8 times along a movable ground target location. Enemies hit are knocked back on the first strike and take only 20% damage on successive hits. It caps at 350 plus 50% of your magical power and 10% heat. Very, very solid now. It used to suck when she first came out, but they beefed it up and it actually does a decent amount of damage now. We're going to go ahead and jump into the item build right quick. I do a little bit of a different build than what normal people do, so bear with me and I will tell you why it works. I go with the Lost Artifact, and then I go with the Health Pot, and then I go with the Power Pot, and then I go with some Mana Pots. It's super, super strong, and it's very, very helpful. It hits so hard, guys, early game. Like, you will come out and shred, like, at least 2-3 people before you end up dying, or anything like that. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. Alright, excuse me on that. But the first actual item you're going to be building is going down and grabbing the Shoes of the Magi, which give you 45 magical power and 10 magical pen with 18% movement speed. They're so strong right now, guys. The CDR boots are but the pen boots is where it's at. Next one is actually the big change that has become to Soul into Season 3, which is Doom Orb, which gives you 40 magical power, 200 mana, and 7 MP5. You gain 2 magical power per stack and receive 5 stacks for a god kill and 1 stack for a minion. Half your stacks are lost on death and it caps out at 50. So pretty much as long as you have a really good support and you're playing somewhat smart and somewhat passively, you will be perfectly fine with Doom Orb, and you will get 140 magical power out of it in the end, which is just absurd with something that only costs 2050. Like, it's absurd. But that's pretty much that. The next item that we're actually going to grab is going to be Demonic Grip, which gives you 60 magical power, 25% attack speed. Your basic attack reduces your target's magical protection by 8% for 3 seconds, and it stacks 4 times. So pretty much you're just going to be lowering down their magical protection as much as possible. It's kind of like the Spear of Magus, just not nerfed. The fourth item we're going to grab is actually Bancroft's Talon, which gives you 100 magical power, 12% magical lifesteal, and you gain an additional 1 magical power per 1% of your missing health. Super strong, super good, makes you hit like a truck with a little bit of lifesteal, which is always good on Soul. The fifth item, excuse me, that you're going to build is where you're going to be getting your pen. Now, the big change that came to pen is Spear of Magus got nerfed into the dirt. So it's no longer really the go-to. The main one to go to now is Obsidian Shard. Obsidian Shard is where it's at. Obsidian Shard is money. It gives you 70 magical power. You gain 33% magical penetration. And it is phenomenal. It is so good, guys. So good. And the last item that we're going to grab is, like always, we're going to go down and grab the one, the only Rod of Tahuti, which has been strong forever and will probably be strong forever. It gives you 125 magical power with 15 MP5, increased magical power by 25%. So it's just, it's too good. It's too good not to use, guys. It hasn't been nerfed, hasn't been touched. It's phenomenal. The overcap of the 25% magical power is where you really sell me on it. But relics that you should be buying, there's of course going to be Purification. If you're an ADC and you don't have Purification, you're messing up. Second one is, I've said it before in other videos, you need to synchronize with your support and get either Curse or Sprint. If they have Curse, you get Sprint and vice versa. And if, pretty much, I'm going to throw these down here, but if your support is just being stupid, or if it's just some randy support that you don't know, then I would grab Sanctuary, but you really don't need Sanctuary due to the fact that you have your own immunity stance. So maybe grab like, I don't know, Shell or Meditate. Blink maybe? Blink would be pretty cool. I don't know. Just do something crazy. Because even then you can still grab one of these and run it by yourself. Just be a team player, you know? Just be a team player. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw these on and get the overcap right quick. Your basic is at 189, which will feel a lot stronger when you're in game. Your magical power is 550, which will probably be almost close to the hard cap once Ratatouille effect goes in. 1.61 attack speed, 12 magical lifesteal, 10 magical pen, 61 physical protection, 30 magical protection, 1900 health, 15 HP, 5 force, 37 movement speed, 0% CDR, 1640 mana, and 35 MP5. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. Also, if you have any comments, concerns, or ideas for future videos, make sure you comment those down below. And make sure you try to keep the ideas to ADCs at the moment. I will cover everything else later on. Also, if this is the first video you have seen of me and you just really enjoy Soul, look for a build, find a way to my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well to become part of the Shoe Crew. We come out here, we hang out, we learn a thing or two about Smite, and we have a good time. But pretty much that's it for me, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I will talk to you next time. Peace!